Andrew Tate, Alex Hormozi, Grant Cardone, Mark Cuban. What do these people all have in common? Well, they're all pretty successful, to state the least. But how did they all become successful? How they make their money now is all different, but where they come from is all the same. Guess where? Sales. They all started as a salesman. They all started from sales. Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate sold windows.
Not many people know this, but I used to sell windows.
Alex Hormozi sold gym memberships at a gym. Grant Cardone sold cars. Mark Cuban was a software salesman.
I remember selling PCs and software.
And when I first tried to make money online, I tried different businesses. I tried starting a personal brand. I tried writing blogs, SMMA, starting a coaching business, copywriting. And when I tried all those things, I couldn't get the success that I wanted until I got into sales, and then I started making my first multiple six figures a year take-home income. I got to 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month, be able to move to Dubai, and my life flipped upside down after that point. And whenever you see somebody really successful, aside from the names that we just mentioned, they almost, every time, they all start from sales. And you ever wonder why? You're like, why did they all come from sales? And there's a very particular reason for that, which this video will go over. So if you ever contemplated maybe starting a business to try to make more money, I wish I could go back to my younger self right now and shake him, almost like the scene in Interstellar. It's like, no, don't do that, stop it, and do this instead, which is get into sales. So let's crack into it. The reason why starting a business right away as a beginner is very difficult, and also the probability is so fucking low. I mean, there's different statistics and studies done, right? I mean, most people who try to start a business all fail within a few years. There's many different reasons for that, okay? Number one is the skill deficiencies. Skill deficiencies meaning that you are deficient. You lack so many skills that you gotta learn as being a business owner. Because listen, if you look at online, like the videos and what everybody's talking about, it seems so easy, right? Oh, start a business and you get the fucking 10K a month in 90 days and 50K a month in this, and it all seems so easy and quick. However, we gotta realize that that's like the highlight reel, right? What about all the other people that have not succeeded? And don't get me wrong, in every field, there are gonna be the small minority that succeed and the vast majority who are mediocre and actually fail, right? In every field, that, yes. But in business, it is a lot more cutthroat, because in business, you think it's just easy. It's like, it's just like one thing you learn and that's it. Nah, man. In most businesses, guess what? You got to learn marketing. Within marketing, you got to learn different things. Like, okay, you got to learn how to run paid advertising. Do you know how to run meta ads? Do you know how to set up meta pixels? Do you know how to set up retargeting campaigns? Do you know how to set up the creatives? That's one thing. You got to know how to do copywriting to run meta ads, because you got to know copywriting to set up the creatives and the ads, right? You got to know media buying. You got to know content creation. And guess what? Content creation, it seems easy. You got to do the research and the ideation. You got to know what works. You got to know what doesn't work. You got to have video editors. Otherwise, you're going to be editing videos all fucking day, all hours, like I was doing. You got to have that, right? So you got to know how to do video editing. And there's other parts, like, okay, you got to know how to deliver the service. You got to be good at something to be able to make money online, right? Something. What is that thing? You know what I'm saying? And the other one is obviously operations. You got to know how to operate the whole fucking thing. You got to know hiring. You got to know recruiting. You got to do firing, find it. Like, I can go on a whole list of things, right? I'm doing this not to scare you off, but there's so many things like underneath the iceberg that most people just don't see. Because I didn't know that going to business, right? I didn't know that I had to learn all these things. And so it was too overwhelming for me. I was like, fuck, I gotta learn this. I gotta learn this. I also gotta do this. Like so many things, right? Even after learning all that, you gotta juggle all those things. And so for me, coming in as a beginner, I mean, it was very, very difficult for me at least. I mean, some people can figure it out for sure, but I found that for vast majority of people, it's just too much. And so in order for you to learn those skills, it's very difficult. Whereas sales, guess what? Guess what the one thing we gotta do? Sell. That's the one thing, right? After lending in a company, that's the one thing we gotta do is learn how to close deals. Like that's all we gotta focus on. And we have the quote unquote safety net. Don't get me wrong, right? Being a salesperson is like being a businessman within a business, right? Having a business within a business, because there's no safety net per se. I mean, there's a safety net, but there isn't a safety net, right? You have a safety net in a sense that, okay, cool, like you don't gotta have like crazy overhead as a business owner. Because as a business owner, like, you're gonna have like thousands, if not tens of thousands, later hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in overhead. You got staff to pay, right? If something goes wrong, like you miss payroll, like you're fucked, essentially, right? As a salesman, like you don't have that. At the same time, I think it's a good mix and balance, right? Because nobody's gonna come feed you, essentially. You gotta go out there hunt, you gotta go out there kill and farm, and you gotta generate your own income. But also you have the safety net of like the business generates the leads, you just gotta call them and like learn one skill essentially. So I found that as a really good balance. You ain't gotta learn how to do marketing or like fulfillment and all, like managing and training team, all those kind of things. Like just go out there fucking hunt, right? As long as you're well spoken and you have the work ethic and You're just fucking getting after, have the consistency, have the discipline for it. And if you're not an idiot, then I've even seen like idiots make it happen, right? As long as they have the fucking work ethic and they're pretty decently spoken. And so that is the key difference. And so what I found is that, okay, cool. People who started out in sales and later on they learn how to sell, doesn't matter what business or what venture you go into, sales always helps. Always. It'll never not help. Because if you start your own some sort of coaching business or service business, maybe you start a law firm, maybe you start your own fitness coaching business because maybe you're into fitness, maybe you start your own, I don't know, man, like whatever, right? Then you already know how to sell so that like being a good salesman, later on, you get good at selling. Later on, you start to learn marketing, right? And then you start to learn fulfillment and operations. And so it just kind of happens as a byproduct as being a good salesman. And so because you've accumulated those skills, by the time you start your own thing, then now you have a way unfair advantage over everybody else, like over these chuds who are coming in just raw, not having these skill set. It's a night and day fucking difference. Because I get that, right? No salesperson I know, nobody I know come into sales wanting to be in sales for the rest of their life. Like I only know, it's like maybe like 0.1%, like 1% of people who want to become a salesperson for the rest of their life. And that is okay. That is the whole point. Sales is not supposed to be the end destination. Sales is simply a bridge into entrepreneurship. It is and there's a safety net underneath that bridge. The bridge may seem scary, yes, but there's a safety net underneath it. So simply a bridge into transitioning into it. And as a side note too, if you want help breaking into sales, more specifically high ticket sales, and get to 10K, 20K, 30K a month in your pocket, being able to do it from anywhere in the world. Like I said, we've had people retire their girlfriends, get paid for their parents' mortgage, take their mother on a holiday, take their partner on a holiday, travel around the world, meet beautiful women. We've had people do that, right? Whether they had sales experience or didn't have any sales experience. I'm not giving you a guarantee. I'm not making any income claims here, okay? If you want to save Coach a guarantee, Burger King is hiring, they'll give you a guarantee when to clock in, when to clock out. But if you're the type of person that takes full responsibility for his own success, who is intelligent, who's not a princess, okay, who's not a crybaby, who's well-spoken, then you can go to the first link in the description box right after this video. You'll be able to see a demo of our program, Real Sales System. And if you're eligible, you'll be able to schedule a consultation call. And I'll give you different examples as well. So one of our students from our program, Real Sales System, Tommy came into the program as a closer, sales rep, selling on a biz op offer, okay? So he got to about 16K, 17K, 20K a month in commissions as a closer. And then he wanted to do his own thing. He wanted to do something more, he has something he feels more fulfillment on and something he has more control over. And so, okay, cool. He got to about 17, 20K a month in commissions as a closer. He got some sort of level of freedom, which is great, way better than what he was having before. And the next evolution is like, okay, cool, I want to do my own thing. He didn't know what he was going into at one point, but I helped him brainstorm different ideas, and then he started his own addiction recovery coaching program, okay, which is porn addiction recovery for men, okay, men who are addicted to porn, is ruining their life, ruining their marriage, ruining their business and their career. Basically, Tommy helps them basically get off of porn and change their life, which is an incredible thing, okay? So Tommy, when he transitioned into that offer, he had a lot of more unfair advantage because now he learned about content, right? Because when he was selling as a closer, he saw what the offer owner was doing, right? The influencer that he was closing for, like he saw like what the offer owner was doing to generate attention and whatnot, right? He learned about ads. He already knew how to close. He knew how to set. He knew how to do closing. He knew about follow-ups. He knew about like all these different things, right? And so because of that, he was able to get success at a lot quicker rate than most people. He hit his first 10K a month for his own business, then his 20, then 30K a month. He was able to retire his girlfriend. He started paying for his parents' mortgage, those kind of things, which is a beautiful thing, right? And I can name all the different examples as well, but could he have done that had he just like dived straight in without learning the skills of sales and those kind of things? Probably a lot more fucking difficult because he's like, how do I sell these people? Like, I don't know, right? So because he knew how to sell and market, he had a lot unfair fucking advantage. Making sense? Okay, the next one is not many people talk about, which is character deficiencies, okay? Meaning that deficiencies, aka something lacking in someone's character. Because here's the thing, coming into business, it may sound all peachy and sunshine, but it's not like that. We need to be able to take hit after hit after, especially in the beginning, is pushing a boulder up a hill. Okay, there's gonna be problems all the time. It's like, fuck, I don't know how to do this. There's gonna be stress, there's gonna be pain, there's gonna be suffering, there's gonna be all sorts of like overwhelm. And so somebody who have not gone through a lot of pain and those kind of things coming into it, it's gonna be really fucking difficult because they cannot simply handle it. The thing about sales is like, is sales like the easiest thing? Not necessarily, but the thing about sales is that it's like, okay, it's like, It's a bit of a grind, yes. But it's not like we have to worry about, I don't know, our ad accounts getting shut down. But being in sales, we develop our work ethic. Because it's like, okay, we need discipline. We show up day in and day out, even if we feel like it or not. Even if something shitty happens, like a girl breaks up with you, even death of a family member. You know, something like death of somebody that you really love, like you show up like regardless day in and day out. So because of that, we learn how to be able to, okay, manage emotions better, which is really fucking important. Manage pain and stress better. And so the people who don't have that coming into the business, they get demolished. They get crumbled apart because they simply cannot handle, which is why a lot of times their business doesn't work, right? But as opposed to as they develop that being a salesperson coming into business, they're like I already dealt with all this. I already know how to deal with rejections from prospects or whatever. I already know how to deal with stress and pain and overwhelm. Like I've gone through a lot worse shit than this. So coming into business, they're able to handle that, and therefore they're able to be a lot longer lasting. They're able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Now the third point is capital deficiency, okay? Because coming into business, you may realize that, okay, cool, like there needs to be some sort of capital, more money than you think you need to have, because the thing is, coming into business, depending on what business, you may need a lot of overhead. If you're starting some sort of, I don't know, like a physical business or even some sort of digital business, you're gonna need money in terms of, okay, well, I gotta learn how to start the business, so I gotta invest into some sort of business coaching program. That's gonna be like maybe like 10K, so on and so forth, maybe like 15K, I don't know. Second thing is you're gonna need to pay some sort of VAs or staffs. Otherwise, can you do everything on your own? Yes. But let's say me editing this video right now, like this is gonna take me hours. And there's a lot of, like time is money, right? So there's a lot of money wasted, a lot of time wasted. I could be doing other stuff. But because I have the capital, I can pay an editor, and the editor can buy me back my time, in which case time is money. In fact, time is more than money, because time, once it's gone, can we get it back? Never. Once it's gone forever, right? So I'm able to buy back more time. I have an unfair advantage compared to people who don't have the capital. Now they cannot pay editors, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with making thumbnails. I pay thousands of dollars each month to editors and thumbnails just on that alone. And same thing with running ads, right? Depending on what business you run, you may be spending money on ads. It's gonna be tens of thousands of dollars a month, if not more than that, depending on what level you're at. And if you don't have the capital, that's gonna be tough. As opposed to once you stacked up some cash reserves from being in sales, now you can deploy that, and now you have an unfair advantage. And don't get me wrong, coming into sales, like you're gonna have to learn the skills from somebody, so you're gonna still have to learn to get some sort of sales training. Yes, that's gonna cost thousands of dollars, yes, but from that is gonna higher ROI, right? It's like, okay, you spend thousands of dollars, now you could potentially get hundreds of thousands, if not millions, from that alone. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying you are gonna do that, but that is typically the case, as long as someone has put in the work and they really don't give up and those kind of things. Making sense? So yes, in terms of capital, someone who comes from sales, they're gonna have a way bigger advantage as opposed to someone who don't come from that. The next part is the network deficiency, because being in sales in whatever industry, but let's say high ticket sales is an example, which is a really great place. Even Hormoza says the info space, which is like the high ticket sales space, is the best place to learn skills. As also best place to network and meet different people who could be key catalysts of you making your next venture very, very successful. Because in my case, or our students' case as well, who later on go start their own thing, whether it be like their own coaching business, sales agency, sales operations, whatever you want to call it, they meet people by being in the industry as a salesperson. Because you're going to meet people at different positions, right? Maybe some people who are good at operations, people who are good with like paid ad specialists, people who are good with like this, that. You get to meet people by being in the industry, online or in person, right? As opposed to if you're just coming into an industry with knowing nobody and nobody knows you, you're just gonna be a lot, it's almost like trying to play basketball with one hand and like there are other guys playing with two hands. You know what I'm saying? Pause. So that's another huge key part as well, because I've been in the info industry and me being a relatively successful sales rep in the industry, now I know people, and therefore like other people can help me, I can help them, and it's just like, if I move in packs, I'm gonna beat the lone wolf majority of the time if all else is equal. You know what I'm saying? So that's another advantage that a lot of people overlook as well. So like I talked about, if you don't know where to start, and if you want help, if you value your time more than you value money, because once it's gone, we never get it back. We've helped people, like I said, that's the whole point of our program, Real Sales System. Okay, whether you're in sales right now, whether you're in high ticket sales right now, or you have no sales experience, we've helped people get 10K, 20K, 30K a month in commissions in their pocket, being able to do it from anywhere in the world. Okay, later on, we've helped people take what they learn from the program, go start their own sales agency, their own business, get to 100K a month in profit, and also be able to, like I said, retire their girlfriend, pay for their parents' mortgage, take their mother and their partner on a holiday, travel around the world. I'm not saying you're gonna do the same thing. I don't know your skill set, I don't know your intelligence, but if you're the type of person who takes full responsibility for his own success, he's a fucking dog, and you're well spoken, then you can go to the first link in the description box right now. You'll be able to see a demo of our program, Real Sales System. If you're eligible, be able to schedule a consultation call. I'll see you there.